Building and Nevis Centers. And enjoy everyday low prices at Builder's Paradise.
5 remarkable women step into the spotlight, each ready to lead, ready to inspire, and ready to be crowned in power. On Tuesday, December 23rd, the Warner Park Cricket Stadium becomes the stage for one unforgettable night as our 2025 Queen Ambassadors compete for the most prestigious crown in the Federation. Meet the contenders: Liberty Woodley, Miss First Federal Cooperative Credit Union; Alicia Nisbet, Miss Urban Development Corporation; Tayrani Phillip, Miss St. Kitts Music Festival; Treasure Didier, Miss Azul Printers; and Adol Archibald, Miss Carib Brewery SKM Limited. 5 women, 5 powerful journeys, 1 crown. Join us as they deliver elegance, confidence, and Kittitian pride in a pageant experience that celebrates brilliance, voice, and strength. The Miss St. Kitts and Nevis Queen Pageant, crowned in power, on Tuesday, December 23rd at Warner Park Cricket Stadium. Tickets available at skncarnival.com. Sugar Mass 54, sweet to the core.
The right time, right ride, right now at Horsefoot's Automotive. Buy now or reserve for VAT discount days, Friday, December 12th and Saturday, December 20th, and get our lowest rates ever. Plus, enjoy up to $17,000 on select models. No VAT and no down payment. Drive away with finance with Horsefoot's and get free bill of sale, free servicing for 12 months, free registration, free tinting, and even free groceries or gas for 3 months. Because the right time is here for the right vehicle with the right deal right now. Visit Horsefoot's Automotive right now. Drive smart. Drive Horsefoot's. Terms and conditions apply.
Let's get real on winnfm. Hi, this is Lavi. Let's get real Wednesday nights at 8 on winnfm. Get ready for an hour of real talk that will keep you engaged and informed, bringing you insights, the hottest topics of the moment, and perspectives that matter from the runway to the political arena. Real Talk with Lavi covers all. Let's get real Wednesday nights at 8 on winnfm. Pleasant good evening to you. I am Lavi Gumbs. Welcome to the Real Talk. First of all, I just got to let everyone know, I do apologize for this late start. Yeah, but nevertheless, we are here. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here to be a part of this show that everyone, my cherished listeners out there, it's given me great pleasure to be back here this evening. Tonight is going to be my final show for the year. Oh my goodness. I can't believe, it's that time of the year. It is Christmas. It is actually the month of December where we celebrate Christmas and Carnival. Yeah, Christmas and Carnival all in one. So tonight is going to be the last episode of the Real Talk with Lavi. We're not going to be starting again until the new year. And tonight I'm here by myself. Yeah, I was supposed to have a guest, but I think people forget that it's December and time went by so quickly. So we're apologizing for all of that, but we're going to definitely make it up in the new year as we continue to bring you the best, the best stories and, persons that are going to be here sharing their information with us that make, this show a continuous and successful when it comes to real talk, real stories, real issues right down here in St. Kitts and Nevis. And of course, those of you that are listening out there via the internet. Tonight is going to be an open discussion. I believe that it's a great time, let us unwrap the vibrant traditions of Christmas in St. Kitts. You could probably, St. Kitts and Nevis, you can share the time, that you would have had, share your experience, give us your unique, custom, joyful festivities. And just being able to share your stories of what you remember and love most at Christmas back in the good old days on our beautiful island. Yeah. So if you're just in tune, you can get the children a part of it. Bring everybody in. Share your stories, and maybe you might have some questions like, for instance, what is the historical background of Christmas celebration in St. Kitts and Nevis? Maybe someone could call and maybe give us some information. Jam down if you're out there listening, politics. You put on your politics and, share the information. Tell us about your historical background of Christmas celebration in St. Kitts and Nevis. Alicia, if you're over there listening, folks on the internet, Shara, Dr. C.G. Walwyn, anyone that is listening, call in and share your input. Burl, all of the great listeners of Real Talk with Lavi alongside winnfm. Yeah, and the lovely diaspora out there, just, call in and give us your ideas, like what religious observations are common on Christmas Day. So, if you have anything to share, maybe on Christmas Day, people in St. Kitts and Nevis typically attend church services to celebrate the birth of Jesus. Yeah, these service often features carols and natives plays. I know when I was a kid, you get the children taking part and you look forward to, say a poem and you go up and everybody looking at you and, you take your little bow and you curtsy. And of course, the little kids look forward for their gifts. So, again, what is the typical historical background of St. Kitts and Nevis Christmas celebration? Well, some information I have here. Christmas Day in St. Kitts and Nevis reflects a blend of both African and European traditionals, influenced by the island's colonial history under the British. The holidays integrate religious Christian observance with cultural festivities that have been passed down through generation. Well, right now, I could tell you this much, it's a different generation, and we have seen where people are getting so creative. Yeah, being creative in the Christmas and the carnival. It's very, very, very creative. I mean, I just gonna take some time also to say condolences again, once again, to the family of Baragi. That is what everyone knows him of up there in St. Peter's, Baragi. Some people call him Dada. He was one of the, I would say, the founding members back in the days when it comes to working in the sugar estate. He was, listen, everybody know him very well to drive the tractors and just a skillful man in the sugar industry. So St. Peter's really lost, someone that have served in their community and also in farming. This was an all-arounder. He goes to everything that happening for St. Peter's. He goes to the Queen shows, he goes to the football, the cricket. Yeah, he take part, he work hard, and he played hard, and he enjoyed himself back in the days at the good old Monkey Hill Flower Pot Disco, owned by Vabuka Hobson Bass. So once again, the family, Yvonne, his wife, his kids, Sheshe, Lavi, and Lester, the entire family, they had a very good send-off for their loved one, for their father. And I was there to witness it at the St. Peter's Anglican Church, and it was something that everyone should have witnessed. It makes funeral friendly to go. Sometimes you hear funeral, you only go because you're related, but it was pure love and memories of what this person actually, his lifestyle. This wasn't no makeup. So, yeah, I gotta say really, congratulations, big up yourself to the family of the late Baragi for basically making sure that you give your father, your husband, your friend, that send-off that he so deserved because he worked hard. I've never witnessed something like this in St. Kitts where you go to a funeral in the church itself, people. In the church where you had a tractor, well decorated. As you know, he worked in the sugar industry. He drive a tractor. They had it well decorated with the canes, the balloons. They had cane juice. They also had the cane. They had coconut water. Of course, you could get the meat out the coconut as well. You had kaba, and some guys from St. Paul's was there handling the business. And they had watermelon. You had the pink watermelon, you had the red watermelon, and you also had the yellow watermelon. Yeah, so everyone that played a part and a role in this funeral ceremony. Yes, congratulations to you guys, the Reverend, every single one that take part. And the Honorable Dr. Terence Jew, the Prime Minister of St. Kitts, he did the eulogy. Yeah, so this was somebody homegrown. I really have to speak about this because I was brought up under the late Baragi. So if anyone out there listening, yeah, you will be proud. He had a wonderful send-off, yeah. And I feel like I'm not, like I'm just a part of the family because I know these people from young coming up, The good old days when a village helped raise children. I want to say good evening to the Determination Jeffords. I like that name. Determination Jeffords. So tonight, as we end the final episode for this year, 2025, with Real Talk with Lavi, we are basically going to be speaking, hopefully, of you calling in. If you can't call in, well, this is what we're going to be speaking about, is your memories on, your stories of unforgettable memories that many of us would have shared with our loved ones, our friends, right here in St. Kitts and Nevis, Christmas. I know most people, when we think of Christmas, it's more like Carnival because, let's look at it. The 25th is Christmas Day, and the 26th is Jump Up Day, which is Boxing Day that we look forward for that called Juve. In many other places, the Christmas and Carnival is separated. So I feel that St. Kitts are blessed to have double trouble, right? From Carnival, from Christmas to Carnival, and it goes on. We have a number of shows. We have a lot of entertainment. We have the Kiddies Carnival. We have the Big People Carnival. We have Queen shows. We have the schools, Prince and Princesses. I don't know if they have them still, but yes, this is what many people look forward for when it comes to Christmas. And one of the questions I want to ask you guys is St. Kitts Carnival family friendly? Is St. Kitts Carnival family friendly? St. Kitts Carnival is notable family friendly, offering events of various age groups. These includes contests like, I think I just mentioned it, like the Talented Queen Show. And of course, you know, they're bringing back the Haynes Smith Caribbean Show right here in St. Kitts this year. Last year, it was in the BVI Tortola. So this year, we're going to be bringing in, okay, yeah, we're going to be having the Haynes Smith Caribbean Talented Show that a number of people look forward to come to see all these different beautiful young ladies coming from across the Eastern Caribbean. All right, so we have, like I said, the talented teen contestants. We also have the Children's Carnival and both junior and adult calypso competition. Well, for now, we also see where we are getting a different type of calypso coming in with a different set of generations. So, yeah, I've heard in the grapevines where people are saying, oh, there ain't no calypso. But people got to recognize that this is a different era. And you have different people. I grew up in Elima time. And the young generation that are coming up today, they come up in a different era. And they bring in their presentation in a different way, yeah. They're bringing it in a different way, right? I just hear this song that is out there on the big net streaming, mad, you know. What's the name of it? Drop It. Simple, you know. Drop It. Drop what? Drop It. And I really like that. I got to tell the ASAP band, congratulations, you know. The New Vibes Band, Smarlax Band, Collision Band, all the different bands. I think that you guys are doing a wonderful thing. Grandmasters, and if I did not call anyone, those bands out of Nevis as well. Yeah, but the band, and that is what I like about Carnival here in St. Kitts and Nevis. It is family friendly. It gives people a chance to work on your craft, exhibit your talent, and you never know where it's going to go. Because, you know, we grow up, like I said, back in the days, it's either Smarlax Band, Grandmasters, and New Vibes. Now you have Collision, won the road match last year, yeah. And this year, we really don't know what's going to happen because the ASAP Band, you know, they are coming in strong. So we're having different people that are coming on. I see Kibi, you know, Queen Kibi again, have come out there, and Kibi basically singing for the big girls. And Kibi, when I say Kibi, how Kibi moving, you know, listen, I mean, it's just, when you say a woman got on weight, eh? And she just sat and she just bubble and she bubble and she bubble and whine. Yeah, man. Yeah, so big up yourself. I just got to say, everyone that is taking part in the Carnival and Christmas event, congratulations to you guys. Yeah, big up yourself. Okay, so let's continue in terms of the friendliness in Carnival here in St. Kitts and Nevis. It is Carnival time. It is 8:32 p.m. And if you're just in tune to Real Talk with Lavi, this is our final episode. We're just having a carnival rundown because they're getting ready to just, have the launch for carnival. I think they say it's going to be on Friday. So persons out there, if you ain't get a ticket yet, mention have the song, I get your ticket and come down. Yeah, get your ticket and come down. All right. One of the things for carnival as well is the food, the local food when it comes to the local drinks. Yeah, that are vegetables, and we have things like saltfish cakes, black pudding, ginger beer, sorrel, and goat water sauce, all those local foods that, when Christmas and Carnival come, not to mention the black cake. Someone called me today. I got to say good night to Anna Martin up there in St. Peter's. I know this is a great time for persons. You want to order your cake, people, it's not too late. But now is the time to put in your order. And Lavern Martin up there in St. Peter's, up on Monkey Hill, oui, on permit for they say, I want a free cake. If you want to get nice, tasty cake, your banana bread, your carrot cake, your plain cake, your black cake, check out Wiwi. She's taking her orders, and I'm sure there's a number of other persons out there. And that's the beauty about Carnival here in St. Kitts and Nevis. It is very family friendly, and of course, is not what we do, but it's how we do things. And if you do not feel the carnival vibes, if you do not feel Christmas, people, you got to make it happen to feel it. Order your cake, get some sorrel, get anything. If you're Jamaican living in St. Kitts, get you kind of cake that you like. If you're Guyanese living in St. Kitts, if you're Indian and Asian, whatever religion, Dominica, the BVI, Antigua, Trinidad, wherever you are and you're living here in St. Kitts, the Santo Domingans, people enjoy Carnival, the spirit of Carnival in St. Kitts, your style, and nothing wrong into adopting into the Kittitian and the Nevisian style. So once again, this is a great chance for persons out there who are baking those cakes. This is a great time to be in India, All right. So, one of the other things again, let me see. What is the road march that callers might remember? One of the road march that I remember, that I go all the way back in the 80s, I think. I hope I'm saying it right. I don't think Flames was in St. Kitts them time. I don't think Tough House had born yet. He playing bigger, he only tough. The song, one of what I remember was Hip Hip Hooray. Tough yet. But here hip hooray. What's that feel of the Sandy Point, brother? Really good to everyone. Talk to the hip hip hooray. Mixed Stokes. May you rest in peace, but this is Star Shield. Sandy Point, that was one of my memories. Look it up, please. Yeah. Hooray. Move it. Yeah, that's what I tell you. But that was really, believe it or not, Flames Tough House, right? What got to me back then, because I was at Warner Park in my early teens. And when I want to talk about props, sure, what was on the stage, it was really a sight to see. That was what you call competition back in the days when you have your good props. Listen, nothing was missing. Even He used to be on the stage, Tough House. Right? I'm going to come a bit forward. One of my songs that really had me, that represents St. Kitts, seeing that we're talking about hip hip hooray and sugar, sugar mass, it's Mr. Mention, Sugar. Yeah, sugar. The people in St. Thomas, the sugar man, tough
Let me jump in a bit. I want to say good evening to everybody on Real Talk.
Excuse me, good night. I want to let you know that tonight we're speaking about Carnival and the fact that we have Tough House getting involved. I'm happy. Yes, I
want to say good evening to everybody in Radio Land. My name is Tough House Sound, the originator of the Soca Zone. You know what I mean? And Sugar, I feel like Sugar was supposed to be the road march at that point in time because Sugar was a very international song. I don't normally interject on the Real Talk. I will be behind you and let me talk. I also got Flames the week, man, you know. So Flames are here as well. So when he want to interject, I will just swing the mic a little bit. So feel free to get a little interject on your show. It's your show. So, but Sugar, I have grown up in the era with Sugar. I'm not so old. I'm maybe not so young. But I have been doubling in bands for a very long time. That's why I created the Soca Zone. Because I feel like soca music in St. Kitts, which is SKN, deserve that push, that shove. So, me as the Soca Zone creator, I believe I need an interview with Real Talk.
Well, actually, I'm very happy that, we're going to be ending this show for this year. I have been working with you for quite a while now. I've asked you to be on it. Oh, me shy.
Next week.
No, hear me out.
Never show for next
week. Let me finish. I just want to get this out. It just gave me great feelings because when he came on, I really wanted him. And me shy. So I'm just happy here this year. I mean, I asked him now, he wanted. So I love it.
I want to say thanks for giving me the opportunity, but if you don't have the show next week, well, you lose.
Next year,
next year. Your Flames in the background.
Yeah. The thing is, I will come next week, but because it's Carnival, I decided to do something pertaining to the Carnival. We can jump in. No problem. I guess I will speak to.
We won Carnival.
Right.
We come on winnfm and Real Talk and the Soca Zone and Flames, and we won it.
So
if you want to do a show next week, I will come as a guest.
But we will work together. So this will definitely be for the Carnival. You know what I mean? Right. But
Flames, he gonna hear me, my co-host.
I always predict who's gonna win road march. Well, at first, I gave new vibes.
Don't be biased, though. Don't be biased.
At first, I gave new vibes out the door, based the arrangement of that song and what that song stand for. But right now it's gonna be a toss-up between Drop It and Homecoming. But I still saying Homecoming. Me ain't changing my mouth.
I have been in the capacity to start Homecoming live. Cause I played for Pork and Beer, so big up my name is massive. I saw Sugarman perform that song live, and Lavi, I telling you, it transformed into a different atmosphere.
When it comes to performance with Mr. Mention, when it comes to them things there. But what I don't want is like every year I would
sorry,
pick a song.
Could you give me a little volume? I can't hear that much, please.
Based on the song that come out, I listen to the song. I normally judge a song based on culture, what it representing for the culture of St. Kitts and Nevis and what's not, and how catchy it is. What I don't want or what I don't like sometimes is like people can have their favorite band, but even everybody know my favorite band is Smarnox Band. You understand?
Don't put that out there.
No, nothing wrong with that.
Don't put that
No,
out there.
you have to stand your ground. But at the end of the day too, you can support other band. You could say, well, by Small Axe is my band, but this year they didn't come out, how they normally come. So if a song sound better than what they normally come, you could choose that song. And I think if we start to do that more, like show appreciation for the culture and for the music, whether it's your band, have the artist song out this year, just show the love and respect to the other band and say, yo, big up yourself, and you will see the difference in the music, you'll see the difference with the entertainment industry as well.
But also, Flames, while you say that, it's everyone deserve their own individual opinion. And you so correctly to be to say something like that. Somebody else, because we live in a small society where if somebody like Lavi, they like Lavi, whether Lavi do wrong, Lavi do good or not, and that's not the best way. So it's good when we can have someone come outside of the box, and this is Real Talk with Lavi. Now, I give my 2 cents on this whole Road March thing. When I'm listening to the songs, I tell myself that, I think you need to be over here. Right, so after listening to the songs, right, I tell myself, Homecoming is the song, everything about that song can go very, very far with proper marketing and managing, because this is a song that incorporates everything. They can get all kind of sponsorship from the airlines, all different things come right down with the song and go big. Right? And when I listen to the song Homecoming, I said, Mention have done it again. Now, the way we're doing things here, when I listen to Drop It, right? It is a very, very good song. And the final analysis, what's going to happen, is who present the presentation.
Yes.
And right now, the internet, you have to take over the internet.
Facts.
And whether something sounds good or not, it's the airplay. And the Drop It, the people behind the ASAP, those guys, they're young. They have that the internet savvy. I know them. Let me finish. I'm going to get your time.
Go ahead.
That's why I bring you over here. Just let me finish.
First, you set me up.
No, you come take over. We'll talk. Right. No, I just don't want to lose my thought,
Darling.
Right. I'm looking at the whole strategy, not just in St. Kitts, but the diaspora, people that are listening outside. And in order for people to get to hear you, you have to utilize the entire globe.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
And the people in the ASAP band, those are the generation of today that was brought up on the internet, computer.
Facts.
So you cannot underestimate these people. So by having a good song, Mr. Mention and all of those people behind, they're gonna have a world of the time coming up against Drop It, simply because of the people that are behind Drop It. But I feel good because guess what? The standard to me has gone up. It has raised. Mm-hmm. No one saw it up coming, and what Drop It has already done. They have, listen, when they hear Drop It, they don't have the dance.
Facts.
They don't have the dance. So when you're looking at
Facts.
marketing and labeling, for instance, right? So the Homecoming, where the Homecoming dance, where did this, where did that? This is just my opinion. So I'm going to just leave it there.
Yeah.
Go on.
For me, when it comes to for Road March and stuff like that, Drop It, yes, it's catchy, it's viral, It is viral. You're not hearing me?
No, turn problem.
Yeah,
You hearing me now? You
No,
hearing me now?
The headphone is
Yeah,
Go up a
just
little
a little bit.
Yeah, you hearing me now?
Nice.
Yes,
Nice.
perfect, yes.
Yeah, so Drop It, yeah, it's already gone viral. But even though it's viral, like, is it gonna be viral just for because what you want, what you want is, for example, every Juve morning you hear, wake up, this is Juve morning.
Correct.
Like,
Yes.
that is a timeless hit. So as you said early on pertaining to Homecoming, that what Mention did, it resonate again like that. That is the song. Even though they may be from the old school, mention is well in the game when it comes to these things, because I can guarantee you, Homecoming is going to drop something big before Juve morning.
Yes.
Right, and can I say this?
Understand?
Correct. And can I?
So-
I'm going to add to this too, right? Now, a lot of these fans was the Japet fans. Everybody coming with the people. You understand? So I'm just going to look and see how this is going to play out, because those guys have their fans.
Let me interject a little bit. I don't know if you guys been realizing that ASAP band have been in the hotel industry for a very long time.
Well, I know the making of his Barry Cranston's son. I know them. It's of success.
Have been growing magnificently. I have been seeing with my own eyes where ASAP band, they've been trending, where they use social media, and they've been trending.
And they have a look. They have a look, an image,
Yes.
humble, and
Yes.
and hear this here. They are in touch. And I get what Flames is saying, and honestly, I am fully with Flames.
Yes.
But one second, I guess for me, I know these kids from
Smile.
babies. I know their parents, right? No, but see, babies, yeah, for real, right? And these kids, like I said, because they're not just singers, these guys they have their professional jobs. They're, like I said, they're computer savvy. They're working under with the image, the professionalism. They have room for growth. And Mr. Mention is very intelligent as well.
Yes, he is.
He's very up there.
Yes.
But they have trouble with ASAP, and I think ASAP gonna raise the standard.
I am very proud to see a young upcoming band have been making such an impact in the music industry. 'Cause I think ASAP is only 3 years old. For my nice Flames around,
So, give or take.
yeah, 3 years advantage. They have been traveling a lot. They have been here in FM. Hold on, the person that message me, I'll message you after. They have been here.
We'll talk. We love you now.
So,
Been here with them on the zone more than once, because they've been here doing a presentation, and I have been monitoring that band where they have been putting in the work. And if you need results, you have to put in the work.
Absolutely.
You can't stand up on something with nothing. So they have been putting in the work.
and to top it off, even though we might be talking about those two songs based on you know what they stand for and the viral moments and them stuff there, we still cannot underestimate Collision Band, because
Yes.
Collision
Oh,
Band
yes.
found the formula now as well, how to
I got a big of small acts as well.
wait a minute.
Give me one. Wait, stop. Time out.
Wait, I got a point.
No,
I
give me 1 second.
need to finish my point.
No, I have to say this here quickly.
No, but you're interjecting
No,
with
but
let me finish the
No,
point.
but let me finish,
Okay.
and it's in your favor. So let me
Ladies
finish.
first, Flames. Don't be rude.
To the show, I just want to let each and every one of us, let us not talk over one another. That's what I was wanted to get in India. Flames. We are all getting excited. So, Tough House, when Flames is speaking, let him
No
speak.
problem.
And that's kind of okay.
I understand.
All right.
So, as I was saying, we still can't underestimate Collision Band, who won it for the first year, and they're not gonna just come back and just, because
Let out.
who know? I mean, I listen to the songs, them, I don't get me think me not listening to the song, them, but I'm just seeing what I'm seeing, the movements, because you gotta take into consideration popularity, whether and hear play, which song is the most frequently played on the radio or in the clubs but when it comes to street performance now, you can't rule out small acts no time when it comes for parade, when it comes for Juba morning performance on that road. So
Facts.
that is something that small acts have been dominating and using, performance to dominate. But those, all the songs them this year, you can see where the songs them are, lyrically, the content is getting better and better.
Facts.
It's just that I think we need to do a lot more work on the mastering and the mixing, of the music. You know, I just get knocked for this, but you know, Collision Band, me ain't gonna tell a lie for they've been consistent. I don't know who does produce their album or who does mix and master, but they've been consistent with the quality. Because you could have good music, you know. You could have a good song this year, but if the mixing and mastering is not done properly, it's not going to move off the shore of St. Kitts and Nevis, because out there regular DJs and radio don't play songs that is not mixed and mastered properly, because you're going to make your sound horrible.
Facts.
Yeah. That's my 2 cents, and with that I'm out. I'm going to go and pick up the wife, you know. You guys continue with, you know.
You can't go yet, I'm over here.
Hey, one thing, you know, when it comes to my girl, you know,
Lavi,
she
tell him
not
5
supposed to
more
wait on me.
minutes.
Yeah.
Lavi said 5 moments.
You should have given him enough time to exit yourself out from here. Yeah. They give you time to just go.
Real talk, I want to say big up to Lavi. You know, she's been putting in a lot of good works. You know what I mean?
Aww.
Yes, I really got to say big up my
Thank
friend.
you. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
Thanks,
big up my friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really got to big up Flames too. Because he phone on for me over here. Not to be over there, but I big up every entertainer,
Yeah.
every band, every producer. We need to show our St. Kitts Nevis music more. I feel this is what lacking in our Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. I know this is not my show.
Ain't got nothing to do. It's real talk, man. Stop the show. Go ahead.
Feel like the St. Kitts and Nevis culture and our music, we don't believe in ourselves. We hear our sound and we be ashamed of it. We are a Chinese man, work out, what that? The bling blang bling blang bling. Sometimes we gotta be proud. It's like you have a girl and she's not the best, but she qualities are awesome.
Yep.
So we gotta treat our culture like our girl. Lavi, thanks for having me on Real Talk. See you next week.
Okay, and just before I go, and even though you just to piggyback off of what Raspi just said pertaining to loving the culture. Yes, love the culture, but don't love the culture blindly. Where that when you bring a song and I say to you, hey, the vocals in that need to turn up.
Facts.
You know, all the elements of the song itself is clashing. Like everything, like in order for us to grow, for me to reach where I reach right now, and I still learning. You know, the likes of Ronnie Rascal, you know,
Big up,
DJ
big up
Yardy,
Extreme.
you know, and other people
Country
and other
Machine.
people who's not even DJs are in entertainment, you know, white boy who have helped me to reach where I reach today. So it's like we want the music to get out there. We want to see that when it comes to the music, we get in 15 drop it our homecoming, you know, each year, meaning that the quality of the music is so good that means it breaking. But because sometimes people trying to say, why is it when music is not breaking away and this? And when I tell them some of the feedback I get from other DJs and other producers and radio DJs as well, when we put the Sugar Mass music, compile them and send them out, by these music sound good enough, but they're not up to radio standard.
Can I interject a little bit? Lavi, I know this is not a show.
You keep on saying that to show your hair. Stop it. It's Real Talk with Lavi.
But let me finish up right there. So yes, continue to pen music. You know, but also you gotta learn the do and the don'ts. After you pen it and go in the studio, you have to learn a certain way. You have to record at a certain level. You have to mix and master a certain way in order for it to break the barrier regional and internationally. And that's one of the things I think is keeping about the music. It's not the lyrics no more. It's not the, you know, as I said, look, Collision win for the first time in 20 years. Look now, right now, the buzz of the town is ASAP. You know, everybody look at Mention. Everybody think, yo, like, when Mention is going to find a hit again.
Yeah,
like,
Uncle,
you know, and
Big up, Uncle.
it's like at any age, at any given time, that
Yeah,
one
let the
song,
man talk.
that one song can turn your life or your career around. So continue to learn, continue to write, but you have to make sure that the quality of the music
That's the key.
is up to par.
Anyway, before you
Lavi.
leave, Mr. Flames,
Ferguson.
I just got to tell you, this is the last of Real Talk. Yes, I want to tell you thank you so much. Ever since you have came on here on WinFM, joining Tough House and myself, I get more motivated. I feel like I have purpose there are times that you will pull me aside and say, Lavi, you're doing a good job, etc., etc. You can do better. You push me. And, you know, I love you authentic. I feel like when I have a little issue, I can come and speak to you. There's no one out there in Radio Land can come and tell you that I came and speak about Real Talk or with WinFM or anybody from WinFM out there with them in the discussion. I will take the phone up and I will ask and have a conversation with Flames. And it's nothing really about anyone, but it's really good that when you have a team. So I want to take the opportunity along with the public to thank you to WinFM. Thank you for having an amazing team. Maybe someone might not have us as the lead, but in many other people, they see us as a lead because of what we're bringing here as individuals. Sometimes they might not see Flames, they might not see Tough House, the people that has been behind the Real Talk with Lavi. And even tonight, the vibes, you guys was over there doing your thing and I hear talking. And, you know, we never know who we're touching.
Facts.
And you guys came in on the show. I don't feel as if like you invade me because it's not as if like I was on a specific issue. We're speaking about Carnival. And I wanted to say that to tell you thank you so much, Mr. Dwayne Ferguson.
And
looking forward to see you in 2026.
Yes, I will be here, and you're welcome. And once the spiritual universe see it fit. But to be very, 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 very honest too, you guys said something earlier. If you are going into entertainment, you have to have an image.
An image.
You have to carry yourself a certain way.
Me one black shirt.
You know.
I'm
just saying, you know, you have to. It comes with the territory. So it's like, yes, you could go in the studio, you could write a song, but hey, how am I gonna dress to go to the show? How am I gonna, you have to take care. You gotta understand that this is a business. You might think you're messing around now with a little studio home, and then that studio now is bringing in $500,000 in the next 10 years or 10,000 because based on who you're recording with. You know, so you have to have that image. You have to, I mean, even if you don't know how to dress, talk to somebody who you know to just like, yo, I perform for this show, like I don't want to look, you know, the part.
Can I say this? Can I say this? Speaking about image, you're absolutely correct. We have to have image in everything that we do. Even the politicians, you see, like, for instance, you're running for whatever, you might start out, you know, but you have to have, what is it, fake it to make it. You have to have an image. You just can't get up at any hour and just come. But what we're going to do for next week, if possible, seeing that you guys are going to be available,
we'll be here.
we're going to still continue this because we have a number of stuff that we can do it together. Like, for instance, let me just run this here quickly. Like, for instance, what is the overall spirit of Christmas Day on these Caribbean islands? I also have what is the, I think we had the road march, and, you know, that callers might remember. Is St. Kitts Carnival friendly? What role does music play during the Christmas and Carnival season, which is very important? I think a number of people are very much upset to know that, you hear what they say, what role does music play during Christmas and Carnival season? But when it comes to St. Kitts music, especially for Carnival, I think that many people want to hear more of the songs and stuff like that. But this will be next week, like I said, and maybe you guys are not just musician, you got the
say something a little bit.
Right, so you have to play some of the music for next week as well.
I personally feel like, this is just my honest opinion, where sometimes we as entertainers, we let the crowd control us. I will be honest. As an entertainer, Flames could agree to that. Sometimes they end up in certain events, and the crowd don't want to hear that. They want to hear this. You as an entertainer, your job is to please and make sure everybody go home happy. So sometimes, me as an entertainer, I will try to bust it in half. Where, take the example. You have friends who are back, Boyan. You like me with a gang of Boya people. Majority of everybody in the troop belongs to Boya. Me represent SKN. You come and say, "But me boy, me is Lavi boy, press up Boya for me." This is how they will come to you. And then I see like 10 other people next to you. Say, "I want you some Boya." In my element in my job portfolio is to please you. The promoter didn't tell me play SKN and play Boya. They tell me Raspi I hire you to play. And the
Well, you're actually looking at your setting as well, which is very important.
Which is the majority might say Boya, but the people on the outskirts standing up walking out. But here I do. But this is SK Carnival. But the pressure of the people who's partying and the pressure of the people who paying the money in front of you. Flames, you want to interject?
Oh, yeah, I catch where you're going. You're trying, I understand what you're saying. It's like, I know it's carnival time.
Yes.
And it's like the spec, like, we know, Juve, you're joining a troop, you pay your money. So if I'm into Boya, you know, and I am the DJ, you are the DJ. Nothing wrong if you mix through some of them. You know, is as I said, I have to try to keep an open mind now, because at the end of the day now, it's like, if anybody travel from St. Kitts and go anywhere in the world and hear a song from any one of the bands or any one of the artists them here, you're gonna feel good. So it's like, even with the dancehall thing on the road for me when it comes to carnival, it's like,
about that.
I don't back, I don't support it 100%, but I understand. It's like, you know, it's entertainment. And when it comes to entertainment, you know, the people who are enjoying the entertainment supposed to able to, you know, the DJ supposed to dictate to them, like, this is what we're doing. The people who are not taking part in it, yeah, they could talk about it. It's like if you're outside the club and I talk about the DJ ain't playing the way you want and 100 people they're dancing. You can, as a DJ, you can't be worrying about trying to play to get him in that club. You get what I'm saying? But if he come in that club, I guarantee you will get something that he's like. That's into. So the problem we have with the music is that people have to be appreciative. That's why I said earlier, it's like, yeah, if this is my band, I still push ASAP. I still support ASAP. I still will say, yo, Sugar Band have the best song for the year to me, you know. And that's it, hands down. And if people want to feel offended for that, something wrong with them, because just music is entertainment. But I said that to say this: we as entertainers, we can't please everybody. But we as the entertainer have to be able to read the crowd. Based on who is in front of us, if who's in front of us are they into this and that is what they hire you to play, you play it.
Well, Flames, I'm going to add to this. Tough House had a great point, because the bottom line is you got to look at your audience and play for your audience. And this is why it is very good that the various DJs, you know, don't compete with other people, compete with yourself. So you got to look at your thing. Like, for instance, if I want to go in a Juve troupe, I will go and look for Ronnie Rascal. Because Ronnie Rascal will play a number of different songs. And he play a little different temperament, old school, from different genres of music across the Caribbean. So in terms of playing certain songs, because this person wants to hear other crowd, sometimes at the end of the day, you are the DJ to make it known that you can bust a song and let people know about your song as well. And you can't just go on and just be playing a song just because the crowd wants it, yes, but at the end of the day, right? Sometimes people wouldn't get to know of something if you don't introduce it to them. It doesn't mean that you're going to be playing it all the time. But remember, Top House, I'm going to tell you this. Sometimes we have to speak for ourselves. We can't speak for everybody. Because at the end of the day, different strokes for different folks.
I was just getting at that. As an entertainer, you have to keep people partying with you.
Absolutely.
The minute you start to think about yourself is the minute everybody walk out, left you by yourself. Flip project to that. Like, I be in a party, and I will say, okay, I believe I'm playing some little R&B and a little dancehall. But the crowd favor soca. But early still. Remember, a DJ time phase is maybe 3 hours to 4 hours. You want to hear soca. What if the soca crowd come on your 4th hour? How do you control a party?
Well, maybe to me old school, right? Listen, you'd come and talking about flames, interjection. Flames, the whole marathon talking.
Because
I just want to say a pleasant good night to everyone. This is Real Talk with Lavi. I want to touch base with Alicia over there on the internet. Like Flames mentioned, they have to be aware of their brand, how they themselves. It has to be appealing to the people. She said, I prefer to hear music throughout the year, not just at carnival time. Artists, them need to understand being proactive all through the year will help them build their fan base and capture the eyes and ears of the listeners and followers due to them staying relevant. Alicia always coming with her mouthful. She also said she loved the culture with consistency, and that's the key. Positivity and provide resources that can help enhance the resources. Queen Shah always saying, hi, Lavi. So there's a number of persons out there. They are coming home. They're coming home. Homecoming song, making a lot of them buy their ticket.
I want to big up Lacey. Lacey is one of the hardest promoters I know. Where she showcase local talents at the best. Big up Carnival Cooling and the Fort. Yeah, big up Tough House Sound and Lacey Promotion.
Oh,
Big
nice.
up everybody. But to interject, you didn't answer my question. You as a party person coming to hear soca. The event started at 9. You came at 10. The party ended until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. How would you feel if the DJ playing R&B, pop, when you came in?
Well, I wouldn't feel good about it.
This is my opinion. In your mind, you will be saying the DJ ain't playing what you want. So that don't mean he's not playing a good selection.
Well, the kind of person I am, I'm very open-minded. I wouldn't really just say that he's not playing what I want. I would probably want to hear a different
Variety.
Yeah, because it's been happening for years. Sometimes you go and it come back to, I think both you and Flames said the same thing. You got to know your audience.
Facts.
Because sometimes you're playing a lot of wireless, and after a while you see like a bunch of people out there and just like standing up.
Yeah.
You know, so you telling yourself, well, people on the floor, but you need to look out and see people out there that say stand up. So give everybody a turn. Simple.
Facts.
Mix
I
it
agree.
up. Mix it up.
I agree, but what if the DJ play 5 minutes of wireless, 5 minutes of R&B, 5 minutes of pop, 5 minutes of dancer?
Right.
How keep me so?
Well, again, I feel that because people have to be creative to put a time and say 5 minutes and 5 minutes because it's a sport moment in the setting while people are out having entertainment. Top House, let me tell you this here, right? I might be older than you, but I done mashed down some places here in St. Kitts and mashed them down decent. When I go out, I drink responsible. So now we're talking about don't mess with Lavi on the Real Talk.
That is it. Lavi, because Lavi is real.
Open mind. And
She
just,
tell how it is. But sometimes as an entertainer, we'll be under a lot of pressure.
of course.
Because every event is the same. I might go to an event with you and Flames and maybe Richard or somebody's and just be coding like, oh, and I must be with my zone, I'm all right. And then I end up in a party with some young people who want to hear some Roger Wild and some Tammy and them man want the place box down fast.
Right.
But me not to go to the zone because the time span is 2 to 3 hours. But you come on the first hour. So you're for the DJ now to match up the party one time. But we got to pace ourselves. Because when the party done for you here, we still there.
Flames, maybe I want you all to hear about this. This for me.
Interject.
This for me, right?
Interject.
If I was into DJ like that, because this is all creativity, I believe that for me, how I would do, like I said, I would look at my surroundings. Like, for instance, if I'm playing you have to know where you're playing. You have to know the people that are coming in. So if I'm in there and I realize, I smoke weed, them come in, you got to get them, the guys that songs them. I ain't finished, hear me out.
Talk.
I'm speaking on, remember we're speaking about, in the back, we're speaking about the place one out, right? So now, you see what's going on, them in the back, they're just there moving or whatever. But at the end of the day, like I said, you have to know where you're playing and the surrounding. If you know you have a Gaza crowd, you deal with Gaza, you cannot, and that's why people gonna say that you're boring, you're not playing the music. So if you go to an oldie goldie, right? And mature, well, what is it, grown folks?
Grown folks.
And you're gonna be in there, you play a few, because I mean, even the people grown up, we had memories too, you know what I mean?
Memory lane.
Memory lane. I just believe that people, the DJs here in St. Kitts and Nevis, I can't speak for everybody, you got to know who you're catering to. For example, if you're playing right now, right, and the Prime Minister or somebody of elite comes in, that you know they don't go to these places. A DJ or whoever is in command supposed to be able to be aware and just break the music and thing whatever, because it's all about respecting everyone, and it's not just because it's the Prime Minister. I'm just trying a reference, right? Where it is good to know your surroundings.
I have been in house parties where
And they don't appreciate it, you know?
the Prime Minister, which is Timothy Harris, not the present Prime Minister. I have been in a house party where he showed up during the season, and he got where he don't want nobody to know well his presence is there. So basically, you as the entertainer know.
He ain't gonna call you if you ain't want nobody to hear. That's the whole purpose of you being. You. No, he's here, he ain't gonna call you. Right? You have to call out the name, you know. But remember, it's music you're playing. Let me say this quickly. In other words, right? You're playing the music and Granny come in. I'm just saying Granny, right? And Granny come in. Man, if I play the music and I think I jump in, I play the music that Granny could relate to, but the Granny want to hear.
What can you do in there?
Huh?
What can you do in there?
So,
Granny is human. Granny come to move.
She end up in a party.
I think I've played for almost every type of settings,
Yeah.
from Latin to like. I even play for Russians. I even play music. I have no language.
Yeah.
No, I have a large
So I
collection
call
of
it the
music.
crocodile and answer.
Yeah. So it's very simple. Music is music. If you are going to play for an artist that is into one set of music, as a DJ, you should avoid playing for that crowd, because you're not gonna able to transform. You're not gonna able to elevate yourself. Meaning that if you go in a dancehall setting all the time and it's just dancehall you play, then how is it then when it comes to soca? A soca fete, you expect that DJ to transition from playing dancehall 365 and once for the year now.
Exactly.
You know, so it's like I try my best not to speak much, because people just take what I say, you know, to heart, because I speak the truth.
Facts.
And the truth seems to don't resonate well with us.
Next week, me ain't gonna sit here and love you show.
Let me just finish this point, and I'm gonna I gotta go.
You can't go nowhere.
When it comes
Alright,
to
next
when it
week.
comes as a DJ, it's your job. It's your job. If you're into R&B, Lavi's into hip hop, and I am into dancehall, and the board is the DJ, and the three of us is in a party, so and it's three of us times 10, so it's 90 people in the party, right? 30 into soca, 30 into hip hop, and I think I said dancehall.
How can you
As
balance
the
that?
DJ, it's your job to either rotate the music every 15 or every 30 minutes. You rotate the music. Secondly, rotating the music as well doesn't mean if the floor is scanty, because if as a DJ you have everybody dancing, especially when you're dancing with a female that you just get a dance with, you're leaving to go to the bar that easily?
Nah.
So how the bar is gonna make money?
Exactly.
So it's not just getting a laptop, it's not just downloading the music, it's not just putting on the headphone and press play. As a DJ, it's a chemistry.
It is. It
you know,
is.
it's science.
Yes, man. Listen,
You understand?
Saves that.
When I was in the street playing with TNO Sounds, And
the pussy and call them back.
with TNO sounds, right? We're in the street. Let me tell you something. When you pull up outside, filled with party, if it's just me emceeing and Chedi or Rio playing or Jamie playing, you would have believed the party done full already.
Absolutely.
Because we are performing.
Flames, next week you're gonna come back. But before you leave, because we have to continue this, before you leave, Tough House, with what Flames was saying, right? Let me go down memory lane. But before I go there, Chant, good night to Chant.
And big up.
Chant is saying, love. You know, out of she must think I just born big.
If it's one for you, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I want to big up Lavi for having me here. It's a pleasure. I don't want to come on this side.
No, you
now I'm
good,
over there.
Yeah.
Being Mr. Shy.
Yeah.
I believe you coming over. I see you gone. So
Yeah.
I believe you coming over. But to big up to everybody on the live. Don't forget to support Lavi. Real Talk is one of the biggest shows. When you see which you're talking to somebody else. When you see please come. Let me tell you what is the shot which camera, you know what? Kind of camera shot,
And you know, two things I want to talk just before you go. I want to speak something about Ronnie Rascal, right? But you see, what you speak about with the shyness and with the camera, believe it or not, it is something that it's norm to say. But in the end, right, you cannot be a great if you stay behind your shyness.
Facts.
And even persons who are shy, I've gotten them speaking.
Yeah.
I went up here this year. This morning, right, exactly 6:15, 6:30, I went out by a lady called Esther up in Stapleton to get her, I think it's Keepers of the Vineyard. She does like oils and coconut oil, rosemary oil, all those things, and
She do relax oil.
yeah, she does all of that.
I could do a little oil for me relax.
Right.
Link me.
So I went there because some persons wanted. So I went out on my way to find her, and then she took me into a farm, and she said, you know, one of these days I want you to come and you know, she said, shy, you know. So I said, listen, the honest way, people gonna know about you. You gotta promote yourself.
Yeah,
you know, I cannot do it.
Facts.
So while we're there, right? I said, I don't know if I'm gonna get the time to come back. So I said, you ready? She said, sure. She grabbed her and she think, and we went, right? And I'm just basically saying, she said, Lavi, I don't do this, you know, because nobody, she says, because you give me the little promotion.
Facts.
And sometimes when people see me, you will hear people say, oh, she just a look valid. Listen,
Study them, man.
But Tough House, I born this kind of way. I was never afraid.
Facts.
And I think it's my environment that I was brought up in. So it gives me the opportunity to help somebody else. When they see me and I come into and about me, that's the only way you're going to be out there.
Facts.
But
I agree.
cross over now to Ronnie Rascal, right? Flames was talking about you got to know your crowd, and after a certain time you play. I remember going to Cotton Club. They
Have
call
you
it
out long time, man?
Eclipse. Yes, I out long
Have
time.
you out long time?
And that's very nice. That's very somebody got to out some time. And some good times and good memories. And Chant is saying your king is chemistry, right?
Facts.
Right. So
Can I step back in on the show one day?
yeah, it had the Eclipse, they used to call it Cotton Club. But what I want to share, right? Speaking about, you remember you talk about when the people dancing and then you have the crowd out there just standing up and everything. You got to please, your audience.
Facts.
But I remember some years ago, I think it was in the 90s, probably 97, 98. I went to, I think it was Eclipse at the time. Ronnie Rascal had owned the club. And when we went there, a fight break out. But it wasn't no gun and them kind of time. It was probably like bottles and bar. Left a woman back there, somebody gone. And sometimes it's not a matter like she's with the person. The place
tight
and
tight,
right? And everybody nice. But I'm saying this to show you how Ronnie Rascal used his intelligence and maturity, right? And basically, to carry on the session, He changed the mood of his music. So it comes back basically in what we're here talking tonight is not just because, well, you know, this crowd like this. You have to look at what is happening at the moment.
I gotta big up Ronnie Rascal Law. He was always one of my idols. Where I grew up more into Rascal and Ike. Where I was always into soca. If I'm an entertainer and I play different genre of music, I was always the man to play soca. Where I got to big up Yubal, you know what I mean, from Evolution. He was one, said by Raspy Boy, I see you got that little goal where you could take it far. You got a real voice. I could remember where I have played soca for hours. Lavi, soca, loop. And that information come from Rascal and Ike. I say Ike half no time. Before beginning up. But big up
We just got to big up all the DJs in St. Kitts and
but
Nevis.
them two,
Every last one of them. Big up yourself.
big up every DJ, but them two, big up the me in me. Where I grew up listening Rascal and Ike from a very young age. Where if you know you want to hear Fresh Sugar Band, that is the man.
Well, I grew up under a Booker Hobson,
Big up,
and
big up.
for me, my first, because he's my family, he's my next door neighbor. I think that is why I actually feel comfortable doing this, because I grew up around that from a child. You hear me speak about Peter Tosh and them there.
Yeah.
That is Lincoln.
Booker is the man.
It's Lincoln used to play those music, so he
Booker
got
is the
me
man.
into understanding music because of our environment. You know, as I said, we are the product of our environment. And then after a Booker, Ronnie Rascal, but I also had I got to hear Wet Dot.
Wet Dot.
Wet Dot, especially back in the days. Police. I don't know if you know about this, but police used to have a lot of activities.
Police party.
Police training school.
I prefer one.
They even used to have Queen shows.
Yeah?
Yes, and when you see Wet Dot playing up there, I feel like we can't bring back everything, but I feel like there's a lot is missing here where a lot of persons are not going out because the DJs are not relating to those type of people.
I feel like I won't blame the DJs.
I'm not. It's not about blaming. I'm
not saying you're blaming,
yeah.
but I won't base it on the DJs. I'm an entertainer too. I will blame it on promoters.
Yeah, but then you see. Yeah, but the thing that we need to do if it's not to accountability for something, because all of us in the same thing. So it's just something that we need to do as a people. So it's not about no blame.
Let me not blame.
Exactly.
I would say because in the entertainment sector, the promoters are who won the ball game. I can't hire myself. You can't hire yourself.
But what I was speaking about at the time, I get what you're saying, right? But at the time, it was not promoter; it was the individual.
DJ,
yeah.
the
So
individuals.
that's what I'm speaking on. You understand? So if now I get what you're saying now,
Yes.
if you can do something, it's the promoters.
Promoters.
So
But
back then it was
Yes.
individual. Okay.
I gotta pick up them man too, cause them man paved the way for us
Right. And
as entertainers.
right. And if you're speaking. If this is a situation for the promoters, maybe you need to send a message to them. So give a positive message to them and let them know maybe that they need what they're not doing. Well, I will take it up and do it.
That medium salt.
So everyone out there, thank you so much for being here. I am now learning that most of the DJs now, they work under the umbrella of a promoter. Promoters, you guys gonna have to step it up. There's a number of people here in St. Kitts want to enjoy themselves. People coming home from all over. When Juve morning finish or when they go to certain places, they can't go out because the setting is just surrounded and I don't let just say young people, because there's a lot of younger people out there that are mature-minded.
Facts.
So we have to be very careful when we say young. It's being able to, relatable.
Can I interject just a little bit?
You can do what you want.
I think as promoter, we need to involve the artists more. Where we have a lot of dancehall artists.
We're going to close it off at 9:30. It's 9:30.
We have dancehall artists and we have a lot of soca artists. I feel that we have to involve them in the entertainment sector more.
I think that is true, but I think we had discussion sometime early up in the year where we were speaking. Glenbo and I had that interview that training is very important, and even interviews and stuff like that. I believe that it is time that both promoters, entertainers, persons that are interested in music, radio personality, do we have a workshop? We don't have everybody fighting against one another or competing against one another. It's not going to happen overnight. And this is why I don't believe in blaming. I always believe in having a solution, and this is what we'll talk with Lavi.
Lavi, this is what we're going to do. We'll team up, we're going to schools. A lot of musicians.
Let me say this off air. Yeah. Once again, it is 28 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock. Tonight was supposed to be our final episode when it comes to Real Talk with Lavi. Until next year, you're going to be having different guests. I also want to take the time out to thank each and everyone that was a part of Real Talk with Lavi. I'm not sure. Relax, man. You don't hear everything on the phone. Okay. Yes. I want to thank each and everyone that took the time out to be on with Real Talk with Lavi. And I truly want to tell them thank you so much. I want to thank the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force for allowing persons to come here and share their knowledge. Thank you once again. I want to thank Dr. C.G. Walwin. He has been an instrument on Real Talk with Lavi. I want to thank him so much. He's over there in Texas. He was a former commissioner of police in St. Kitts and Nevis. And this man continue to excel wherever he is. He ain't retiring, going down. He is still in the policing business. So I got to thank him. I got to thank my beautiful audience. Again, I have to thank the management and staff of winnfm. I got to let every single one of you, St. Kitts and Nevis, I love you. The staff that basically a part of winnfm, those that are not here, but that was a part of Real Talk when I started. I got to pick up Mr. Jamster. Thank you. The person that name called, so I would not call the name. Mr. Chen Sargent, for sure, thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate you guys. And how else can I, be here today and to even be bringing such a program and topic? Next week, it's going to be myself, Flames, and Tough House, and we are going to continue our discussion when it comes to Christmas and Carnival. And we're going to be sharing our opinions. And of course, I always believe in giving solutions. So there's no blaming. And I'm going to be here to have some balance and give ourselves some self-check as well, because I always feel that when we're pointing fingers, we need to take those same fingers and point it right back at us. This is Real Talk with Lavi. Once again, I got to thank you so much for being here. I am feeling very, very good tonight, knowing to the fact that when I met Tough House, he was very quiet. He said that he was shy. And to see how jolly and happy he is, I'm just so happy that he's comfortable and he feel, comfortable to come over here and be a part of Real Talk with Lavi.
Blame it on the orange juice.
It's no competition in here, and this is how it's supposed to be. But one of my main purpose going forward 2026 is to continue putting a positive forum and see how we can continue with this platform to encourage persons out there in the music, to help them come from zero level, to take them up, and to be mindful of your image. Yeah, just be yourself in all that you do, and listen more. I am Lavi Gumbs, and I am from the island of St. Kitts and Nevis. Have a good night, and Merry Christmas, Happy Season, be safe. Good night.
Lavi, take my phone over there for me.
Let's Get Real on winnfm.
Hi, this is Lavi.
Let's Get Real, Wednesday nights at 8 on winnfm.
Get ready for an hour of real talk that will keep you engaged and informed, bringing you insights, the hottest topics of the moment, and perspectives that matter from the runway to the political arena.